is the newest weapon into Save the World, and it came out around 5 or 6 days ago, last week. And it is a spear, and I have started to like spears. Like, last one I built was the Sir Lancelot, very good. Now, these are the rolls on this. We have a crit damage, water, crit rating, crit damage, and that unique last perk where eliminating an enemy makes a damage cloud of steam. But it is a spear that uses long range thrusting attacks with slightly below average attack speed, but increased damage and impact. And it's got up and over. I'm not a fan of the up and over heavy attack. I don't really like it on anything, and it really doesn't fit the spear theme. But this weapon, I have built it very similarly to the Sir Lancelot. However, I've made it water rather than energy. I just felt the Sir Lancelot is a bit faster. It's got more crit chance. So the Sir Lancelot, if I had them both energy, the Sir Lancelot would actually be better than the Steam Skewer. So that's why I've made the Steam Skewer actually water. So I'm doing 100% extra damage to those fire enemies. So we're going to get into a fire enemy storm. But first I will show you my hero build I'll be using for this. So in my main I'm going to be using the newest ninja, which is Paleo Luna. So we're increasing the damage by 16.5%. Just from our current health and convert that into that melee damage. We have preemptive strike, so those initial first hits will be doing more damage. Assassination, again that's for stacks, so every 5 elimination, well every 1 elimination up to 5 stacks gives us assassination, which increases melee weapon damage by 4.5%. Corrosive strikes, every time we crit we'll get an snare and affliction, which deals quite a bit of damage, which is actually a really good perk. A corrupted aura, just so in shadow stance we'll be doing a bit of a smoke and doing a bit of damage around us. Survivalist to stay alive, and again medicinal fumes to also stay alive, so we more than likely won't actually go down. But these two are really good for this build. But there's nothing else that really buffs spears that I currently have. I've got the heavy attack efficiency, I believe. I don't really want that on this. I've also, I believe, that other Luna that increases the spear damage. I don't have her at the moment though, but she increases, I believe, adds affliction and does damage to afflicted targets, which quite a decent one. But I don't have her yet. I wish I did have her so I could have her on my spear builds, but we don't. But this still works amazingly. But I haven't actually tried this weapon at 130. I've only tried it at 106. But let's get this in the mission and just see how good it actually is. In the Twine mission now. Now I just firstly want to show you the heavy attack. Now I'm not a fan of this type of attack at all. It's up and over, so this, I don't think that fits a spear in the slightest. I like the heavy attacks that kind of fit the weapon, like the Sir Lancelot. Let me just show you the Sir Lancelot one, for those of you who don't know. Like, it's a big joust. That fits a spear perfectly, but an up and over, not really. But let's get some gameplay with it. Hopefully we get some fire enemies here. I think this is great. And then you got this little smoke cloud here. If you can get him in, look, the damage of the smoke cloud does a lot. Again, one hit him. Look at the damage of the smoke cloud. Some of that's going to be from my shadow stance, but that is really good. I really like this weapon. I didn't think I'd like it, but I do think changing it to water so it's great against fire enemies has made me like it more than I would have if I had it energy, because I'd just be kind of competing it with the Sir Lancelot. I really would, because in my opinion Sir Lancelot currently all round is the best spear in the game. But I have made this energy, so I'm going to be losing, what, 25% damage against every elemental enemy anyway. But it's also a lot bigger as well, a lot longer. Look, I'm just one poking every enemy. I don't even think I'm critting on most of these. We crit on that, one hit because we had that affliction. Again, one hit to take it. It is a really good spear. I have liked these last two spears. I think these are the last two anyway. I never used to like spears, but I really like them. These two anyway, and I think these are the last two that have came out. Not too sure, I might have to double check that. The only problem with this mission now is if we get nature enemies. Let's see what we do with a heavy attack on these guys. Like, the heavy attack, as you saw there, is useful. I don't know, it just doesn't, the swing doesn't exactly fit a spear. Like, you wouldn't really see people, I don't know, in films or something use a spear like that. Like, I don't know, like you're doing a golf swing. What's the point in that? Like, look, it's just like kind of like a golf swing, I don't know. Up and then over. It just doesn't seem fitting for a spear, really. They're kind of a poke weapon. But it has the same main attack as the Sir Lancelot. It's a bit slower, like the tiniest bit slower. Just a tiny bit. but it does actually out DPS the Sir Lancelot. Like, what we got, Sir Lancelot 64k, this one 66k, just a bit. So it's really whatever you prefer, but less crit chance than Sir Lancelot as well. Right, we're going to get started in this mission. If I find a fire smasher or a physical smasher, I'll do that. If not, we'll start the mission, and hopefully it isn't nature. I'll take water, but please don't be nature. I'm going to record more pre-mission if we found a a smasher, but we found, you know, quite a lot of fire enemies here. Let's just test it on this again. If we can crit on this guy. Oh, we didn't crit. If we crit now, we're going to one-hit it. Oh no, he's gone anyway. Don't know what happened there, but it does a mass amount of damage. And again, I like the weapons now that I can have the unique perks like this smoke bomb thing. What's it called? Steam thing. Like, it just does so much damage, and then you double it with shadow stance as well. The thing that does damage. It's really good. Again, steam and that. It just died completely. It took 4 ticks to eliminate the husk, but again, it died, and we didn't even touch our shadow stance. What's it actually called? Corrupted Aura, I believe it's called. Yeah, Corrupted Aura. But that is incredible. It is a really good weapon. A really good weapon. Right, to the mission. Okay, I believe we're ready to go. Let's vote start. Well, we just start straight away. What is that constructor? Is that green? I don't even know what that constructor is. I've never seen them before. Now, if this is nature enemies, I'm probably just going to straight away go into another mission. We don't want nature enemies, but if it's physical, I'm happy with that. We'll still be doing 100% damage. Oh, it's nature. No. It had to be nature. Let's see how good it does against... Yeah, it's just... We're basically losing all our damage on nature, right? We've got to go into a different mission. Not going to be doing enough damage, really, if we do this against nature enemies, really. Okay, I've gone into another mission. It's a higher power. Now, I could go into a firestorm just to use this perfectly. However, they're just really rubbish missions that, in my opinion, the survivors one, I always end up running out of husks to attack. It's just, they're not great, and they're all really low powers as well, so the weapon will be incredibly overpowered. But hopefully, when we do this Ride the Lightning, even though they are power 108, so 8 power levels higher than we normally do these 130 reviews at, hopefully we do get fire enemies. It's gonna be annoying if the nature again. I'll even take water at this point. I'll actually take water enemies, so you can still one poke those. With nature, you're just losing too much potential damage. Right, there's actually a smasher down here. The only annoying thing when I do these in power 108 missions is just they don't look as good. They are still really good weapons though. We didn't manage to crit that time. If we can get a crit, they should still do a lot of damage. And we have a smasher here as well. There we go. Let's try the smasher out. He's gonna hit us back. That is still pretty decent on the smasher. Considering it's not a fast swing speed, that is still really good on the smasher. It took about, what, 6 hits? Here's a melee weapon. Best I've done it with a 106 version is 2 hits on the smasher. I think we crit both times on the affliction. We're not seeming to crit anywhere near as much in this zone. I don't know why. I sometimes feel like there's kind of hidden modifiers, if that makes sense. Sometimes I feel like I'm critting every hit. Sometimes, like this mission, I don't feel like I'm critting at all, but hopefully we do get water enemies when it comes to the defense. Not water, fire. Quickly, I want to get this smasher gone. Let's try and get him gone. There we go, there's the crit. There we go, that's what you wanted. A couple crits like that. That was really good. Got through that smasher really quickly. Right, I really need to get the blue glow. Get ready with this defense, and I'm hoping we get these said it again. Fire enemies. We need the fire enemies. I don't want water enemies, and definitely do not want nature enemies. Right, is this one more blue glow over here? There is. Poke those guys. You can still poke. And again, with spears, I think all spears do this, but you can get multiple enemies with a single hit, which is really nice. You line them up, you just poke through them all. One hit gets them all. Right, here's the blue glow. I'm going to get building, and hopefully we can start defending. Okay, we're starting. Now, they are actually water enemies, so I do think I'll do one more mission after this, potentially. But water, again, you're still going to be doing decent against water. It's not perfect. Obviously, you'd want fire. But, oh well, this is the card I've been dealt. I have to be stuck with water. Like, you still do okay damage with water, on water. It's not horrible. It's not... Then again, we do have a second defense at the end of this, which we can hopefully get fire. If it's nature, that is going to be a big pain. Like, still do slow. I do really like this spear. Now, if you'd asked me, I don't know, 3 months ago, if I'd end up liking spears, I don't know. I did not like a single spear back then. I thought they were the most useless melees, but Like, they do feel great now, these newer spears we're getting. Now, obviously it's not going to look amazing if I use water on a water smasher, because, ugh, it's going to be really tough to get through. But you see on these little guys, even this smoke thing there, the steam, really gets them. We poke him. Nope. Where else are we going? Like, you definitely see it on the blasters. Oh, come on, let me crit. We need to be critting. Come on, let me crit. Let us crit, please. This is what I mean. Some missions I feel like I don't crit anywhere near as much. We have a 48% crit chance on this as well, I believe. Let me just double check that. Is it 48? Yep, 48% crit chance. But it's really difficult for me to actually crit, which is strange. On the bigger guys, I don't notice it on the smaller guys. You just one poke those anyway. There we go. There's the crit. And we do technically one hit that with that affliction we get from Deadly Blade Crash. So it does have a mass one hit potential with blasters anyway. Blasters pretty much everything. Apart from smashers, unless I can get super lucky. But I do think a smasher... Actually, if I used Deadly Blade Crash as a main, I think I could probably one hit a smasher. I really think I could do that. Just with, if you count the affliction as a one hit anyway. But I do really like this weapon. Come on, I'm begging. In 45 seconds when we do the next defense, I'm begging it gives us fire enemies. Please give us fire enemies. I don't, because I'm not going to use it against nature enemies. It's useless. Yeah, well, look at that though. We're just absolutely one poking everything in our way. Just completely everything. Another smasher. Water, which is not what we want again, but still do okay damage. It's not amazing. We still do alright damage with it. Yeah, we really need fire enemies for this. I want to show the maximum potential we can get with this weapon. Should have made it nature, but we know if I made this nature, we would have got fire enemies. Could just make one of each, I guess. Really fun weapon. Right, I'm going to get another blue glow, and we're going to start the next wave. Unless they start it now. Will they start it straight away? They are starting it straight away, right? But yes. Here we go. Fire enemies, thank you. That is what we wanted. Took 3 attempts. But the third time is a charm. We will be getting fire enemies. Hopefully we get that fire smasher. Are we actually going to get fire enemies, or are they just going to be lobbers? Are they all lobbers? There we go. Now this is what you want with the fire enemies. If we can crit, let's have a look at those damage numbers. Oh, 51k, that was nothing. We need to crit. We need to be critting. Again, 51k, let us crit. There we go, 200,000 damage. Oh, the van's taking damage. Let's go to the objective. Where's it taking damage from? That's a strange one. Let's put a turret up there. I do feel like I'm not critting anywhere near as much as I normally do. I do like it though, I really do. That is, but like I said earlier, if you're going to put the Sir Lancelot and the Steam Skewer next to each other with the exact same builds, Sir Lancelot will win. It definitely will win. It does a tiny bit less damage per hit, but it has more attack speed, higher crit chance, and I believe a higher crit damage. Let me just double check after we get this mini boss. I think it has a higher crit damage. Let me just quickly double check that. 320. Oh no, it has the exact same crit damage. Never mind them. I don't know. They may actually be equals. Very equal weapons. Then I did think it had a higher crit damage. It's a really nice weapon though. Wow. Why does that minigun seem really loud? One poking every enemy, doing fantastic damage. I really wish I had a fire smasher as well. Well, look, we just one poke the blasters if we get that crit off as well, which is what you want. And with this build I'm using as well, forget about the damage build, this healing build is absolutely fantastic. I've not really taken any damage. Works in the really high twine missions as well. Look, one poke in these is a fantastic weapon. I didn't think I'd like this. This is why this video on the Steam Skewer is this late. I really didn't think I liked it because I don't see anyone use it in missions. I didn't really see any videos on YouTube on it. So I thought, it can't be that good if there's literally no content on it, or you don't see anybody use it. But I was really surprised when I perked it up. I was like, wow, this is actually really good. Really good, but I am glad I also made it water, so it's only useful in these firestorms, 4-player firestorms or whatever. Look at that, just pokes through 2 in one go. Steam does a lot of damage as well. Again, I'd really like unique perks with weapons. The shrapnel perk, I love that on the, I don't know what it's called, that other set. Is it Flintlock set? I also like the Steam perk on this Flintlock set as well. Just look, it's really good. I didn't think it'd do much damage. The only annoying thing with this Steam perk is you can barely see it. And if you think about orange in a desert zone, you won't be able to see that at all. If they made it more like cloudy, if you know what I mean, that would be so much cooler. I wouldn't say buff it, but it just make it a bit more easier to spot. Look at it in that rather than just an orange texture placed there, because it doesn't look great either. Compare that with Smoke Bomb. I think Smoke Bomb looks cool. Look, Smoke Bomb, I don't know actually. Smoke Bomb kind of has the same thing, although it is darker rather than orange. Well, this is a fantastic weapon. I would do actually suggest building this up. If you like melee weapons, definitely perk this weapon up, because I'm a fan of it. Massive fan of it. My voice is going. No. Look, it's just literally every smaller enemy, like gunslingers, pitchers, husks, husklings, not huskies, but it just one pokes every lobbers. It one pokes everything. Gunslinger, poke, goodbye. Oh, I was going to get that last one on the blaster. Is there any more husks down here we can very quickly get? No, there's nothing. But yeah, I do really, really love this weapon. Let's see at the combat score. A highest combat score as well, using only a spear. It is a good weapon. Very good weapon. So summarising this weapon, I really liked it. It's a massively pleasant surprise. I didn't think I'd like it. But on crit, I think it will do... Well, it will. It does more damage than the Sir Lancelot. And Sir Lancelot is kind of my melee weapon to beat at the moment. I really love that as a spear, as an overall melee weapon. It's kind of my favourite at the moment. But the Sir Lancelot, I do think it will crit more just because it's got a bit of a better attack speed and it's got a higher crit chance. But this weapon on its own, if you didn't have the Sir Lancelot, definitely perk it up. Is a fantastic weapon. And that last perk as well, the Steam as well, it can come in so handy. Just picture you're surrounded by, like, I don't know, 10 husks. You poke one, and then all the husks around you, they're going to be taking damage. Those 4 ticks were enough just to wipe out a regular husk. Now, it'll definitely eliminate huskies. Not huskies, husklings, the smaller guys. And husks, and I do think like pitchers, lobbers, gunslingers, although those guys don't ever really seem to go around you, they're all ranged enemies. I love this weapon. I'm happy I perked it up. I don't regret it. Hopefully some other people will perk this up as well and agree with me, because I think it is one of the better melees in the game. Spears in the game, I should say. There's quite a lot of melees that are good. But I'm going to leave this here. Let me know what you guys thought of this. And as always, thank you for watching.